No,
So I
how?
need you, we're going to
Because I
end
have
your
questions
hearing,
for the
Mr.
judge?
Mr. Richard.
What are you trying to call it? Incompetent? Is that what you're trying to say I am?
Yes.
I don't understand. What am I meeting with a doctor for? Is there somebody willing to go on the stand and say that I actually committed a crime?
Well,
Who has a claim against me? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to settle the matter. I'm not arguing the fact.
All right, everyone. Today we've got another sovereign citizen making waves in court, and trust me, this one's a wild ride. He was caught doing the usual, driving without a license, no insurance, and acting like the law just doesn't apply to him. Judges have made it crystal clear time and again. Yes, you do need a license to drive. Yet, here we are. What takes this case to the next level is the judge actually suggesting a competency exam, and honestly, she might be onto something. As you watch, drop a comment and let me know if you think he seems mentally unstable. I definitely got that impression, and I swear I lost a few brain cells sitting through it. Let's dive in and see how this all plays out.
Richard, are you able to activate your camera?
I can, but I'm moving stuff around at the same time.
Okay, well, we can
multitask.
well, let's just go ahead. I don't know if you were listening in when we were talking about your case. As you know, we've been waiting for the doctors to talk with you to see whether or not you're able to go forward on this matter. And there is now a date set for your interview.
I don't understand. What am I meeting with a doctor for?
They need to ascertain whether you can understand the nature of the charges and whether you're able to assist your attorneys. It's a two-prong test. So that's what we've been waiting for.
I understand the nature. I'm trying to figure out the cause. You guys never tell me.
Figure out what?
I understand the nature of this case. I'm trying to figure out the cause of this case. Like, what are we here for?
Well, you've been charged with the criminal offense of driving while your license is suspended in the third degree and operating a vehicle without the required ignition interlock device. Those are the charges.
I've never had a license for you to suspend.
So, sir, please stop talking about the facts of the case. This is your attorney.
Who?
This is Sean Parent, one of your attorneys, so please don't talk about the facts of the case.
Well, I'm not denying any of the facts. I'm just letting you know I'm letting you know what I understand is what I'm saying. She asked me if I understand, and I'm trying to answer the question. I'm letting her know what I understand, and I'm trying to figure out what's making me. What are you trying to call it? Incompetent? Is that what you're trying to say I am?
Yes, there's legal competency, and it's two prongs, whether you can understand the nature of the charges and whether you're able to assist. So right now, there's a question about whether you are able to proceed, and that's why we're having the doctors talk to you. That's the current status.
Why can't I just ask the judge? Like, what?
Well, I am the judge, and I need those doctors to give me their opinion when they review your records and speak to you. And then we'll get a report back. So now you're finally being interviewed.
So I'm trying to get the answers from you. Like I'm in here talking to you.
And I'm telling you that you need to speak to these doctors on April 24th at 9 a.m.
And why do I need to talk to a doctor? I'm still not understanding. Like I'm trying to figure out what.
Why are we here? Did I commit a crime? Who am I? Sovereign citizens really do sound like NPCs stuck in a glitch. Same script, same nonsense, every single time. It's like they all took the same bogus YouTube law course, and still managed to fail. This guy? Yeah, he's definitely a candidate for a competency exam. Probably needed it yesterday. If you genuinely can't understand that laws apply to everyone, even Mr. I don't recognize your authority, then maybe it's time for a courtroom pop quiz. Fun fact, judges across the board have ruled that this sovereign citizen stuff is complete fiction. Yet here we are again, watching another genius try to outwit centuries of legal precedent armed with nothing but vibes and misplaced confidence. At this point, what do we even do with these people? Should we just give them their own island and let them live out their fantasy? Let me know what you think.
Because you're charged with the crime, and I need to make sure that you are legally competent to proceed in this matter.
What is the name of the crime?
I told you it's driving while license suspended, third degree, and operating a vehicle without an ignition interlock device.
Is there any injured parties? Is there somebody willing to go on the stand and say that I actually committed a crime? Who has a claim against me? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to settle the matter. I'm not arguing the facts.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to take care of this and give
And
you
we
guys what you
cannot
want to give me.
proceed while your ability to understand the nature of the charges and to assist your attorney is at issue. We cannot
We're
proceed.
wasting
So we are
time
in this
because I could
status,
just ask you. That's what I'm
and I'm
saying.
telling you right now. So the next hearing will be hopefully with a report in hand. You will have had your interview on April 24th at 9 a.m. Mr. Parent, you know where he would be going for that?
I'm not sure if it's going to be at the Shoreline Courthouse or at our office in Kent, or possibly at the courthouse in Kent. Kind of depends on where he lives.
You have good contact with Mr. Richard?
Yeah, we have a good phone number for him.
Okay.
So we will be able to keep in touch with him.
Okay, so Mr. Richard, they're going to meet with you on the 24th.
How?
And would it take about a week or two, Mr. Parent? Do you think
Are they
you can
gonna
report
come
back?
meet somewhere or something? Like what are they about to do?
Let's have him return on May 6th.
Well, like I said, you don't have my consent.
Actually, May 1. Let's do May 1.
So I don't know why you think I have to go see a doctor when I could just ask you all the questions that's stopping us from going forward. I told you I'm trying to settle the matter. I don't know what's going on.
Right. We keep trying to explain that to you, Mr. Richard. The reason is you're going to have to talk to these doctors and we'll get some additional information.
All right,
So
cool.
your
Okay,
next hearing will be on May 1st.
Has there been a guilty plea that has been put into record?
No, we can't do that because we have to determine whether or not you're able to proceed in this case.
So there is no plea that's been put in file.
There's a plea of not guilty that's been entered.
And who put that in?
You had a first appearance and you are unable to plead guilty. So a not guilty plea has been entered on your behalf and we are waiting to have the doctors talk to you. And this has been going on for quite some time, Mr. Richard.
How can somebody put a plea in for me? That makes no sense. Doesn't the attorney have to do what I ask them to do, or they're acting in dishonor if they don't do what I tell them to do?
All of this confusion that's going on right now is many examples of why we need this evaluation to take place. So I need you. We're going to end your hearing,
Mr. Richard is completely off his rocker, like orbiting the Earth levels of delusional. His refusing to turn his camera on, acting like court is just some casual FaceTime call. It's honestly wild. And the judge? Way too patient, if you ask me. I get the whole let them dig their own hole strategy. But seriously, at what point do we stop letting grown adults play legal make-believe? Court isn't a game of peekaboo. It's a legal proceeding. The judge has every right to demand that he show his face and follow basic procedure. Part of me wishes she'd just snap and be like, "Sir, this isn't debate club." Or better yet, hit him with a contempt charge. Maybe then he'd realize that his little "I don't recognize your authority" act holds about as much weight as a wet paper bag. But nope, instead, we're watching her tiptoe around him like he's some fragile snowflake who might melt if she raises her voice. Am I being too harsh? Let me know in the comments. Now let's dive back in and see how this circus wraps up.
I have questions for the judge, and you're just saying that I'm incompetent. Like, why can't I get the answers from you? Do you not know your own laws?
I cannot go forward until I get a report from the doctors.
And why is there a doctor that needs to be involved in this? This is what do you say? A traffic matter?
Okay, I'm going to conclude this hearing. I believe that we need a report from the doctors based upon your answers, and this has been going on for
I just
some
told you, like,
time.
I'm not denying any of the facts. So why do we need to see a doctor? Can I just pay for can I just settle the fines that you have?
There's
in this case?
a criminal charge with jail.
Huh?
All right, so
What'd you say?
it's a criminal charge with jail. It's not just paying a fine, Mr. Richard. So we are going to set this over. May 1st will be the next date you come back to court. And I will ask that you follow through and attend that evaluation on April 24th.
You just told me this was
Mr.
criminal,
Parent
right?
is going to make sure you know where you need to go.
But you just told me this was criminal, right? So why can't I just settle the fines?
Because criminal is not about fines. It's about jail time as well. So.
And why does somebody get jail time for something that they never had? I've never had a driver's license.
Mhm. Okay, so we are done with your case today, Mr. Richard. Thank you. We'll get that date out to you.
Well, you don't have my consent, so like I said, I don't know what you think I'm.
All right.
Well, that definitely didn't go how he thought it would. But honestly, it kind of feels like he low-key won, not in the way he wanted to, but still. He refused to turn on his camera the entire time, and the judge just let it slide. Isn't that, like, a basic rule? Maybe I'm being too strict, but courts have consistently ruled that judges can enforce proper conduct, even in virtual hearings. Yet this guy sat there like some ghost defendant and somehow got away with it. Let me know what you thought about that hearing. But up next, we've got a Florida judge who is not here to play games. This one turns into a full-blown showdown, and trust me, you're going to want to see how it all goes down. Let's dive in.
Mr. Chris, the allegation is that on or about March 29th, you assaulted Michael Kurth in Three Rivers. It's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. How do you plead to that charge?
Before I plead, I'd like to have it put on the record that they're, for the alleged actions, they're trying to charge me twice. They're trying to charge me with an assault and battery as well as violating a restraining order for the same actions.
Well, they can do that.
Why?
It's two different things.
But it's the same action. Isn't that double jeopardy?
No. Let's say you have a trespass order and you're not supposed to trespass on a piece of property, and you enter into the property and punch somebody. Well, they can charge you with trespassing and the assault. So I'm assuming you wish to plead not guilty to?
But that's violating two different laws. I supposedly violated with the same action. It wasn't two different things. They're trying to charge me with the same action for two different cases. That's not, I mean.
All right, well, if you want a lawyer, I'll get you one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I didn't do anything anyways, but from what they said, that from the affidavit that they gave me, the action.
Who has the which judge has the restraining order?
Patterson. I have not arraignment. I mean, I guess it'd be a preliminary exam conference tomorrow morning with him. Because they're saying I violated the restraining order by assaulting him.
Okay, well, all right, we'll sort that out. Set attorney pretrial for July 12th, 2024. Mr. Chris owes $1,175 worth of unpaid fines and costs. He has a controlled substance case from 2021 where he owes $175. He has a defective equipment case where he owes $125. He has a previous assault and battery, 221627, where he owes $275. He has disturbing the peace, where he got the minimum fine of $125. He hasn't paid that. 222147. And he has a felony resisting and obstructing reduced to a misdemeanor attempted resisting and obstructing. He owes $475 and he hasn't paid anything on that. So why don't you please take Mr. Christ into custody?
Can we please talk about this?
Yeah, you go back into jail and
I have my vehicle outside and stuff though.
Yeah, okay, you go back here and I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Today?
Yeah, right now. You're going into lockup.
No, are you going to talk to me today?
Yeah. You keep getting charged with assault crimes and then you don't pay any of the fine. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay.
I had to include that last hearing. It was way too entertaining to skip. The guy came in yelling about double jeopardy like he just unlocked some secret legal cheat code. Spoiler alert, trespassing and punching someone? Yeah, those are two separate crimes. Not exactly a get out of jail free card. You really can't make this stuff up. Honestly, he's the kind of guy who'd fall headfirst into sovereign citizen nonsense. The look on his face when the judge kept him in jail, probably because he hasn't paid a single fine, was absolutely priceless. The audacity. Let me know in the comments how many brain cells you lost watching these hearings. Also, what did you think of that first one? Should the judge have been stricter? Or did she handle it just right? That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. I post daily court content, and your comments genuinely make my day. Thanks for watching, and take care.